It was raining like crazy when a guy standing next to me asked, "Can I bring you home?" I thought, what a creepy question. But then I turned around and saw the most handsome guy I'd ever seen. He was holding an umbrella and said, "I also have some candy." I laughed, saying, "Oh, thank you, but I'm living 30 minutes away from here." Perfect. That's just enough time to get to know me. Normally, I would have said no, but this guy's smile was irresistible. While walking, I asked, "Are you a model?" To which he responded, "Oh, people often ask me that, but no, I'm not." We got to my doorstep and he said, "By the way, my name is Oscar. We should hang out again so we can become BFFs. What's your number?" I gave it to him without hesitation. The only problem was that I already had a boyfriend. But Oscar said he only wanted to be friends with me, so technically I wasn't doing anything wrong, and chatting with him was so much fun. When we met up again, he took me to a park. It was crazy. Every girl stared at him as if he was some kind of god. And Oscar wasn't shy. He always smiled back at the girls. I could tell he was a player. When I saw my boyfriend the next day, I told him I was hanging out with another guy friend. He responded, "No problem, I don't mind." You see, my boyfriend has never been very interested in me. So I met up with Oscar again, but this time he tried to kiss me. I said, "I'm sorry, I already have a boyfriend." "What? I didn't expect that. You said you want to be friends with me." He didn't respond and only smirked. The next time we met, he gave me a gift. I opened it and saw a golden necklace with a heart. I asked, "Why did you buy me that?" "Because I want to show how much I love you as a friend." "What do you mean?" Silence. I knew he was trying to win me over, but I gave back the necklace and said, "Stop it. I love my boyfriend and not you. If you try to win me over again, we can't see each other anymore." The next day I met my boyfriend and felt incredibly guilty. I should have told him that Oscar had hit on me, but I decided not to because I didn't want to lose Oscar as a friend. He was so much fun to be with. You see, my boyfriend was the opposite of Oscar. He only played video games and rarely paid me attention. He had even forgotten my last 2 birthdays. But I kept seeing Oscar, and each time he bought a bigger and more expensive gift. However, they were meaningless because his parents were rich, and spending $300 was nothing to him. I said, "Stop it, you can't buy my love," but he didn't listen. I also knew that Oscar was more interested in making love with me than being in love with me. And one day my boyfriend said, "I'd like to meet your friend, Oscar. Let's hang out together." I knew it was a terrible idea, but I still said, "Sure, no problem." We met up at a mall. My boyfriend greeted Oscar. "Hey, nice to meet you." "Nice to meet you too. I gotta tell you, you have an amazing girlfriend." "Yeah." "I wish she was mine." What?" Oscar turned to me and said, "I would treat you like a queen and kiss your feet every day." "Yeah, I know that's what turns you on." He smiled while I was blushing like a bright red tomato. I knew my boyfriend was mad, so I told him, "Okay, let's just go home." When we got there, he asked me, "Did you ever sleep with him?" "No, I didn't. Normally he isn't like that." "Fine, but I don't want you to see him again." "I won't, I promise." But Oscar came to my house the following day. He said he loved me endlessly and couldn't live without me. I knew he was exaggerating, but it was still cute. I told him to go away, but the damage was done. I couldn't stop thinking about Oscar. I realized I loved him more than my boyfriend. Oscar was so much fun to be with, while my boyfriend was sort of a jerk. He could go from cold to hot in a matter of seconds. One time he told me to order a pizza, but when it arrived, it was margarita instead of a pepperoni, so he screamed at me for 2 hours, telling me I was an idiot. Meanwhile, I was a stupid teenager. I wanted to have fun and go on adventures, not eat pizza and watch my boyfriend play video games. When Oscar came by my house again, he brought a rose with him. That's when I couldn't hold back anymore. I leaned over and was about to kiss him when I said, "Stop, wait 1 minute." I pulled out my phone and wrote to my boyfriend, "Sorry, we're looking for different things. It's over." Then I jumped on Oscar, kissing him for hours until I heard the bell ring. I put my clothes back on and went to the door. It was my ex. His eyes were wet, but for some reason he was fixated on my mouth. He pulled out his phone and took a photo of me. He said, "Did you just make out with someone? You have lipstick all over your face." I responded, "It's over between us. Why don't you get it?" and smashed the door in his face. Then I went back to Oscar. He was such a good lover. He never held back. But when I went to my laptop, I saw a post by my ex. It had a photo of me with lipstick smeared all over my face and said, "I just knocked on my girlfriend's door. Do you think she's cheating on me?" The post had more than 200 likes, and I almost died out of shame. When I got to school the next week, everyone made fun of me. Rightfully so, I guess. But I comforted myself saying, at least I still have Oscar. And indeed, dating him was awesome, even though I hated how every girl kept staring at him even when we were holding hands. And when I asked Oscar if we were a couple now, he gave me the worst answer I could think of. He said, I gotta be honest, I know I've been a jerk for breaking you and your boyfriend apart, but the way you broke up with him via text makes me worry that you're gonna dump me as soon as you find a guy that's better looking than me. That's not true. I broke up with my ex because he was always ignoring me. He was a terrible boyfriend. But Oscar responded, Hey, I'm just telling you how I feel. After what you did, I will never be able to trust you. I was dumbstruck. Maybe karma was catching up on me. I wasn't sure, but I sure felt like an idiot.